Hi guys, good morning. Hope you're all doing good. I wanted to shoot this quick video to share some of my insights of my favorite book I've read last year, 2022. Biggest game changer. I shared this book with many clients who are seeing crazy results. The book is called Who Not How by Dan Sullivan. Completely changed my frame of mind. Concept is very easy. Instead of thinking how, you have to think who, because how limits your capability. How always requires you to do extra work. How will end up you spending a lot of hours learning shit, doing shit that might not even be for you. I share this concept, for example, with Dennis, who's on my team. Dennis is crushing it at the moment. He came in, he was doing about 15 to 20K days. And of course, by being around me, I could share my knowledge, also learn a lot from him. But one of the things I early on shared with him is the concept of who, not how. And 1 to 2 months later, he was out of a sudden doing 70K days, fucking crazy. And with less hours of work. Some people are scared, like they think um, scaling, they think doing bigger requires more work. It's not, let me tell you. I'm doing 7-figure months and I'm working less than when I did 6-figure months or even 5-figure months. So I want to share some of my insights. First of all, how thinking how limits your own knowledge and capabilities. Stop thinking how every time something pops off, an obstacle appears, or maybe you want to improve your finances, you want to improve your marketing. Think who, because who can do two things for you. First of all, who can learn you things. So maybe it's a coach, maybe it's a mentor, maybe like someone in that space who is well evolved, but who can also take it completely out of your hands, which is very, very powerful. How requires you to be the one to engage your time and attention into the particular task. So this is one of the major problems with always thinking how, because if you keep thinking how, you are the one like trying to fix everything. And I know that this concept for some people yeah, can be hard to place, because I was the one always like running after things, like putting out fires. Like if things happened, I was the one trying to fix it. And that's because in the beginning, you are hustling. You are hustling. So what are you doing? You're trying to make 1K a day, 2K a day, 10K a day. You are hustling. You are not doing being a real businessman. You're not being a CEO, and that's one of the change of mind frames you have to make. You must become a CEO at one point, because especially when you want to do the big numbers, so 50K plus days, you must become a CEO. Biggest mistake I see people make, they stay in hustle mode. So what does that mean? Like, that means that every time something happens or they want to implement something new, they are the one doing it, they are the one learning it. They're still wearing all the hats. Like yesterday I had a very powerful Q&A call with my private clients, and I asked one of the clients, he was doing good. He said, yeah, I think I in a couple of days I'll be doing 10K days, and everything is standing strong, team is standing strong. I said, oh, really? But can you do 50K days? And then he was like, oh, shit, man, I think then it's going to crash. So what does that mean? That means that in your point of view, things are looking strong, but can you handle the extra load? Most people cannot handle the extra load. Let me tell you, most people cannot handle the extra load. That's why if you can change this frame of mind, you will be very quick. Like I'm very quick when I need to implement things, I need to scale, I need to get new people on board, I need to get new information, new knowledge. I seek it from other people. I don't try to find out everything myself. And that's what you must have as a CEO, instead of trying to learn everything yourself. How decreases your freedom of time? how it decreases your freedom of time. It's it cannot be more true. Like, if you keep thinking how, you are working around the clock, man. So stop doing that. Who immediately connects you with different knowledge, insights, and capability. So it's quick, like I mentioned. Who is about getting the desired results as effectively as possible. There are people who've walked the path already. There are people who know way more than you. So really, as soon as you are doing numbers, start calculating what is your time worth. What is your time worth? So, for example, you are doing 10K days. You are making in profits 2,000 a day. 2,000 a day. You are working 10 hours a day. So, what does that mean? What does that mean? That means that you earn 200 an hour, 200 euros, dollars an hour. That's what you actively earn. So every task which you can hire someone for cheaper than that means it's worth it. It frees up time. Like, I don't waste my time doing 20 bucks an hour jobs or tasks. I don't do that. Why? Because my time is way more valuable. Some of you are trying to level up, but you are still doing 20 bucks an hour tasks. I don't do that. Even reading a book is more valuable to me than doing like 20 bucks an hour jobs, because I'm a CEO, I'm a decision maker. So what does that mean? That means I seek knowledge for myself from books, but also from other people who are way further than me. The further you come, the more important the decisions will be and the more impact they will have. Very important concept, this, guys. I swear, I really want you to understand this, because this will change your life, your business completely. Like, let me tell you, this changed everything for me in the last year when it comes to making huge amounts of money, but also really being free. And that's why you're here for, right? You want to be free, because I know so many people who think they make nice money. They maybe make in profit 1,000 a day, but they're working around the clock. Like an actual work, like grinding, hustling. That's not real freedom, because there's also one test. There's a big test, and this test, all right, it's called the hit by a truck test. So what will happen if tomorrow you get hit by a truck? What will happen to your business? Really let that sink in, because I know 95% of your people, your businesses will fail. So that's the hit by truck test. And let me tell you, in the beginning, it's no problem. You are hustling, but at one point, you really want to elevate to the next level. You are the one who should be able to be gone from the business. The business should be able to run without you. I remember back in the days, I was doing 50, 20K days, and I couldn't even go on holidays because I didn't have my business set up the way with, for example, the who, not how concept. So where can you implement this? Can be with all sorts of things. First of all, for example, your finances. Of course, get an accountant. Don't do that shit yourself. Customer service reps. Don't do that shit yourself. You are worth way more. The beginning is good to have like a little knowledge of everything. But as soon as you're growing, put people on the right spot. All around creative for your business. I remember in the beginning, I was doing a lot of shit myself in Canva. Now we have full stack creative on board, because creatives are important, especially when you run a brand. Testing creatives is a game changer. People who are failing with maybe their ads at one point after being profitable, most of the times is they run out of good creatives because they simply don't do enough. And when you as an owner are making all the creatives, and you're also doing all the other things, you're making calls, you're handling business, you're checking finance, blah, blah, this, that, and the third, it can cause you to make less revenue, because you want to think in who, not how. You're thinking, how the hell can I do all these things? No, who can do these things? Who can do this? A business mentor, coach, or consultant. So that's why you made a good decision, of course, to pay 49 bucks for this community, because it's here to level you up, man, to share these insights with you. And also, when you are doing good, this is one of the major things. And also, I can tell you, because it was a mistake I made myself, and that is, when you are doing good, keep investing in yourself. Because, man, success and making money will make you comfortable. Success and making money will make you arrogant. Success and making money will give you a lot of confidence, which can also be a negative. Because if you think you know it all, you will not invest in yourself. And let me tell you, you don't know shit. Like, even if you are watching right now, you're doing 100K days, you don't know shit. So keep investing in yourself. Keep seeking knowledge from people who are further than you. There are people here doing millions a day, so you don't know anything yet. That's how I see myself. I'm a student. Even though I am teaching, I'm also a student. So, for example, copywriter, I see some people having a hard time writing up emails, whatever. First of all, you don't have to do that. You can always check what other people are doing, copy that shit, change it around, make it better. But don't waste time doing things which take you too long. You know, like, you don't want to do that. And of course, there's a fine line. There's a fine line between really you're being lazy, don't want to do things, and you wasting your time. There's a very fine line. And how I look at this is, in my opinion, everything can be outsourced. Everything. I know it because I really put myself in the position of a CEO, how it should be. But you can only do that when you're making good money. So sometimes I see beginners wanting to outsource from the start. Don't do that, because you don't know shit. How can you hire someone if you don't even understand the basics? Don't do that. But if you are making good money, let's say a couple thousand a day revenue, or maybe 5 figures a day in revenue, of course, when you see, like, when you see opportunities, do it. Speed is important. Speed of implementation. So, like I said, copywriter, customer service team, social media expert. It's very important. Also, keep people accountable. Like, don't just hire a who and then doing nothing. No, check up on that. That's one of the most important things as a CEO. Like, I'm not the one doing it, but I'm the one who makes sure it gets done. Do you know the difference within that? That means checking up on people. Yo, Rick, can you give me an update on this? Yo, Rick, this is how I want it. Just send it over. That's how you do it. Like, just check up on people, you know? Like, I don't count on people to do all these things, because, like, you know how people are. So that's your job as CEO. First of all, coming up with the ideas, making the decisions, knowing where you're going, making sure things gets done. And if things are not getting done, it's also your mistake. Take full responsibility. Why? Because you're not keeping them accountable. Maybe you're not explaining the job correctly, or your vision directly. And if you are really doing it good, you have someone underneath you who you say what to do. So, COO, chief of operations, like, that's what you want to do. Because of course, like, it's not bad in the beginning to be like the one who checks on people, on everyone as well. But at one point, if your team gets bigger, you cannot check on 50 people, right? So that's why COO is good, because the COO is looking over all the managers. So really, man, get who's on board. Really start like, even in your personal life. Like, even when maybe you're living on yourself, you have to do dishes, like, or you have to do laundry. Like, is it really worth your time, or can you just hire someone for 15-20 bucks an hour? Maybe you're living on yourself and you're still cooking every day, and going to the supermarket maybe takes you 1 or 2 hours. Is it worth your time when you are doing 10K days, making 2,000 to 3,000 in profit? Is it worth your time? Probably not, right? So why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? So change this frame of mind. Read the book, Who Not How. Man, I swear, you will level up so fucking quickly. First, hustle mode. So in the beginning, that's from 0 to your first 1 to 2K a day, or even 5K a day. You can do a lot of yourself. You can wear most of the hats. But at one point, when you really want to elevate, you need to think bigger. And thinking big means thinking who instead of how. It's very important. You think when there are when there's a customer service issue within Tesla, that Elon Musk is there in the customer service inbox? No. Who, not how. If I run into issues, I don't have an idea how to fix it. I'm thinking who. I'm not thinking how. That's the difference between me and you. Change this frame of mind, read the book Who Not How, and level the fuck up.